All right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah. Coming this evening with a message. The title, In All, Get Understanding. In all, get understanding. Here again, the ball been dropped since the beginning of time. And as I think about the title, In All, Get Understanding. 99.9 have no idea the power that rests and is and was understanding. We have been in all kind of denominations, all kind of place of worship, all kind of churches, call ourselves serving a creator, not even knowing who he was. And to know who he was, we would know who he is. And to know who he was and who he is by now, you should know what he's going to be in the days to come. I think so much been missed to where it was all the time in the will of the Father. When I think of understanding, the way I was taught from the realm of the Spirit was understanding was the Creator himself. Understanding is the Father. He that sits on the throne that has created all things. He's what you call all understanding. He didn't say in all your getting, get wisdom. He didn't want you in all your getting, get knowledge. But he said in all your getting, get understanding. I don't know if you know about softball. I play softball or baseball. You get 3 strikes. And what understanding does, it knocks knowledge and wisdom out the ballpark. Because understanding covers it all of it. That's why he said, in all your getting, you better hope, desire, and want understanding. Because that's me. That's the Most High Yah. He's all understanding. That's why when he said, when the Comforter come, that power gonna roll up. But in spite of the power rolling up, he said, and I shall teach you all things. For the Father to be able to teach you all things, he would have to have all understanding. A lot of us have no idea, even from the very beginning of creation. He was, he is, and he shall always be all understanding. We dropped the ball a long time ago. That's why we don't have the fire in us today. Because we dropped the ball a long time ago and no one ever picked it up and brought it into today to the people. So the ball was dropped longer time ago. And what the ball means, truth, that holds righteous and all things. The truth They dropped the ball on the Father. They dropped the ball on his word. They dropped the ball on his power. They dropped the ball on his name. They dropped the ball when it had to do anything with the creator, the Father, in the kingdom that created all things. They made sure in the beginning they dropped the ball. That's why today people don't have any understanding. It's over. They ain't gonna get it either. Because when I look at it, being in the flesh and knowing that I have him in the spirit, when I look at it, I'm like this. I get you, Father. Why? To have dropped the ball in the beginning. And think this very day, the year 2026, the year 2026, you deserve to pick the ball up and run with it. Your best bet is to not pick the ball up, but accept the ball right where it's at. Believe it right where it's at. But still yet believe it. You don't have to go try to pick it up because it's too heavy for you. No, I ain't gonna let you get away with it. You can't go back there in the beginning and pick that ball up. It's been down too long. Your best bet is to know that it's down, and guess what? Salute the fact that you know what it is. Even if it is down, you got the truth of the whole matter. Because to truly pick it up and bring it in this day, it ain't worth bringing it into this day. They didn't do right by it then. They ain't gonna do right by it today. Because today is what? A day like no other. Matter of fact, I believe it's like it says, a time like no other and never would be on the face of the earth. That's a whammy, y'all. That's a home run hitter. Take everybody home. I want to tell you all something. I was counseling my daughter, my oldest daughter today, about a lot of situations, and then I allowed her to just speak her little what words she needed to come out. None of it mean anything because it wasn't nothing she was really saying, But I got an opportunity, and I felt really good about it, because I don't waste my time. I'm going to be honest. I don't waste my time. But I thank the Father for making such a special time for me to give her what I've given her once before. And I knew it wasn't something that I was doing. It was something that the Father allowed me to give her. So I was grateful. But I think what the Father was saying to me after I finished communicating with her and was doing a lot of paperwork, I felt within me to start a spiritual counseling phone line. I'm going to start a spiritual counseling phone line. Let me tell you why. I said some things yesterday that I felt that if you're going to go there, won't you really go somewhere? If you're going to go there, go all the way. And going all the way, I believe that people need an outlet. They need an outlet to plug into. They need an outlet where they can talk and say whatever they want, won't be judged, won't be ridiculed, but just be able to just say what's within them. Because I believe, like yesterday, I was telling you, people got a lot balled up in them. And a lot of that has to do with not having the right individuals to really bring it out the way you feel it. So when I was talking to my daughter, I got off talking to my daughter, and I was just sitting down doing paperwork, and it was just such a real comfort feeling inside. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go pick up a phone. I'm going to set it up. And it's going to be my spiritual counseling phone line. It's going to be from 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. It's going to be Monday through Thursday and Sunday. Monday through Thursday and Sunday at 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. I'm going to also give you a way you can block your number. And if so, if you want to change your voice, you can change your voice. But you can block your number. Sister Deborah don't have to have your number. Sister Deborah don't need to know who you are. If you don't want to be known, you just want to get something out. You just want to just express what you feel or what you're thinking or what, anything. I'm going to have a spiritual counseling outlet where you at any time between 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. Okay? Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and Sunday. Okay. Now, when it come down to Friday and Saturday, I won't answer that line. That line will be totally cut off, but it will be open for a message. Okay. A message, but you will not receive a call on Saturday, Friday and Saturday. Okay. But you will receive a call back. If you're requesting a call back, again, I'm going to get the information for this phone where you can block your number, block where it's coming from, block everything. And in it, I'm going to try to find out, not in my phone, but you can try your phone. If you don't want, you can change your voice if you want. I don't care. I think about this day and time, sister, tell you it's over, how dark it is, how evil it is. Well, okay, you saying how it is and how bad it is. Well, do you have an outlet? And let me tell you why. I met this professional basketball player, a female, young. She was over this hotel, and she had to have been about 6'3", but she was a beautiful looking young woman. But she played professional football. I think she said like 6 years. But she got out of the field. But she was over this hotel, and she was saying that all her staff members, she just had a good spirit about herself. And she said, Miss Brown, when I'm dealing with people, she say, they have all kind of issues and all kind of problems. But with me, when they come to me, wanted me to get in the midst or wanted me, I asked them, okay, if you got a problem, do you have the solution? Do you have the solution? You know the problem, but do you have the solution? You see what I'm saying? That means if you have a problem, some people have the solution to that problem. But in this day and time, 99.9 don't. Because what? If it is said that it's going to get worse, okay? We know it's going to get better on the other side. We know that. You ain't on the other side, all right? But if I ain't going to say if, it is bad out here. And if someone is dealing with any kind of issue, and you need to plug in, to open up, to share, to get information that might comfort you in a way where you can run on, that you can get up off of where you didn't fell down, okay? And you can stand better than you were standing because you were feeling weak. And I'm speaking of a spiritual counseling Now, what the spiritual counseling would do, it would crack into what's going on in the flesh. Okay. It will solve many issues that's going on in the flesh. You see, because I heard my daughter saying things to me like, wow. You see what I'm saying? Oh, wow. The things that I was just saying to her. So I know that one thing I do, and a lot of people, I've said it several times. Sister Debbie got a good ear, a real good ear. You know why? I can hear behind hearing. That means you can say something. I can hear behind what you're saying. You see what I'm saying? So I got a good ear, and I'm a good listener. And that's what make me a good listener, because I can hear behind hearing. Okay. Not only am I a good listener, I'm a good speaker when it come down to spirit and truth. The things that's going after people, flesh, to bring them down in such a time as this. So I'm going to go pick up this phone tomorrow and set it up. And like I said, it ain't important who you are. It ain't important your name. A lot of things is not going to be important. It's just that the issues that you're battling with, or if you need some clarity on something, or if you wanna ask a question that keep torturing you, because tormenting you. That's what I mean. Because a lot of people are being tormented because they're battling the fact: am I who I think I am? Am I who I say I am? Or am I just who I want to be? You see, you have people with issues because there's so many issues in the world, and a lot of people think they got the answer, and their flesh is being tormented because the flesh ain't gonna ever have the answer. You get what I'm saying? They ain't gonna ever have the answers. Most things you're gonna have to go the spiritual route to defeat the flesh. You see what I'm saying? So again, I'm going to open up a spiritual counseling phone line, and it's going to be from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. The reason why I picked those times, because I be up at 8 and I stay up to like 12. You see, so I put those two times there: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and Sundays. Okay, no Fridays, no Saturdays. You can block your number. You don't have to let your number be released, because there's a way you can block your number when you call. You don't share your name. You don't have to tell your name if you don't want your name to be out. You don't want to know someone to know. If you don't want Sister Deborah to know, Sister Deborah don't need to know. For what? Okay? We want to talk about the things that's unseen, that's trying to tackle or go up against the scene. We want to be able to have some understanding, because I thought about my daughter, talking to her, and then I sat there and I was doing a lot of paperwork, and it dawned on me, it just came like a quicken. Have a spiritual counseling phone line to be able to help those that are out that's hurting. And you don't even have to be hurting. You just can be wondering what's going on, or or you need answers. You see? When I first came onto YouTube, that's what a lot of people were doing, asking me a lot of questions, a whole lot of questions, all over the world, a whole lot of questions. So I thought, I think that's what I would do. I would do that and set that up, so I can be of help to someone out there that needs to be plugged in. Uh, uh, and that's what I'm going to do. It will not be at any expense, no cost to no one. Okay. It would just be a spiritual counseling line to where I'm going to be a good hearer. So I'm going to be there to just hear, not to talk like I'm talking on YouTube. No, to hear. And in hearing, the question might be brought to you, if you want me to respond, or do you want me to give you some insight, or, it ain't going to be that, okay, you this, you that, you this, you better not do this and you better do this. No, no, no. It's an ear to hear. And I'm opening up so that people can open up. Because if it's like I've been saying it is, a lot of people don't have an outlet. It don't make you not have the Ruach, because the only one could be causing Sister Deborah to start something like this is the Ruach. And he knows the battle of people tormenting themselves. Because the way I had to break it down to my daughter today is that once you realize that no one else is the problem is you. And I explained to her, you're not going to find it where the Father is actually telling us our worstest enemy is Satan, demons. He's not going to tell us that. He's going to let us know our flesh. We have to learn to forgive ourselves. That's one of the things. We are holding on to unforgiving ourselves. For what? Why ain't you trying to how is it that you can forgive everybody else, but you won't forgive yourself? That's the number one. Learning to forgive yourself. Forgive the bad choices you made in living. Because y'all ain't looking at them. You just don't know that you can forgive yourself. We all, that's how you got to say it. You got to set it up in you. Have made bad choices. Some made worse choices than the others. But we all made them. You have to learn to forgive yourself. Even before you can forgive somebody else. You got to learn to forgive yourself. That's also tapping into that inner man. When you're able to forgive yourself, don't forgive yourself for the things you didn't do. You know how people say, forgive me for the things I've maybe done, or that I'm not aware of, or if I hurt somebody feeling. Don't hold on to stuff like that. Don't let that get you, because that'll wear you out. That'll put you in captivity, and you won't ever get out. Own that might be holding you bound, holding you in captivity, and say, okay, yeah, I did this, and I'm going to forgive myself. But you know what people do? They'll go around forgiving everybody else. And it's impossible for you to forgive everybody else until you learn to forgive you. Why? You your worstest enemy. Just imagine, if I'm my own worstest enemy, guess what kind of enemy I am to somebody else? If I'm that to myself. So forgive yourself. Learn to forgive yourself. First and foremost. Because that's what I think is holding a lot of people in captivity. They just can't seem to forgive themselves. Why? Y'all ain't holding on to it. I don't know if y'all know that or not. He ain't got time to hold on to all that mess. What the Most High gonna do with it? What you want him to do with it? If he don't deal with your flesh, what make you think he holding on to your flesh? Because you ain't forgive yourself. Learn to forgive yourself. Once you learn to forgive yourself, it'll be easy for you to forgive anybody. Because you're your own worst enemy. And you got to forgive yourself first and foremost. Why? Especially if you have the Ruach living in you. And you know it's in you. And you walking around here won't forgive yourself. Forgive yourself so that you can be able to forgive others no matter what go on. You can be able to forgive them. Now, forgetting, we ain't gonna ever forget it. It's branded in our minds, things that has happened. But it's not there to take you back to it. It's like a thorn in your side to keep you going forward. Never go back to it, even though you still remember it, but don't go back to it. Because it's there only to be a thorn to remind you how far you have gone. It's not to a lot of times people say, I remember I couldn't forgive this person for years. I couldn't forgive them. But when you look back over it, wonder, how did I forgive this person? And I did. You see, that's all it is, like a testimony. That's all it is. David really socked it to me when he said that you are my enemy. I am against you. I sin against you. I have iniquity against you. And I'm wicked in your eyesight. I said, no, you didn't, bro. Yes, I did, Deborah. I sure told him. David, no, you didn't. Yes, I did, Deborah. I told him. Deborah, he already knew. So I wasn't like I was telling him something new. Owning it. You see how he owned it? Owning that thing. Just to be released from it. So the first person you have to first forgive is yourself. Yes, people made bad choices. People said things. People done things. And what's new? I always used to say this. If y'all see it all, you shouldn't be worried about someone else. If y'all sees it all. That's another way of understanding that I might as well forgive myself. I might as well understand that it's a part of me that's evil. It's not evil, but wicked. It's a part of me that's sin, iniquity. Because if y'all already know it, what am I doing down here doing? What am I playing? A game. Playing a game with yourself. Going in circles. Over and over and over and over. So again, I will be starting tomorrow. I would post in my comment, or it's not comment. Yeah, it's a comment. No, it's not in the comment. In one of the sections below my name. Is it comment? No. I'm going to post a number, the hours that I would be available from that spiritual counseling phone line from 8 a.m. through 12 a.m. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays and Thursdays, and also Sundays. Close. I won't answer the phone on Fridays and Saturdays. Okay? Nobody needs to give their name nor their number. Okay? You don't have to do that if you don't want to. Okay? So I just wanted to give you that before I start the message. Now, the message today is, in all, get that understanding. A lot of us thought we really think we got something. But understanding is the key. Get it. It is said, in all your getting. What do you mean in all my getting? Whatever you think you're getting. What do you mean in all thy getting? I'm trying to tell you, ain't nothing greater than getting understanding, because I am the understanding. You see? And not only am I the understanding, I'm all understanding. You better get me, because I'm the key to all understanding. And he ain't speaking of all understanding just spiritual. He rules it all. So why is it that no one wants the understanding of the Father when he has the answer to it all? He gives that to us, you guys. He wants us to have that. But the ball was dropped even then. Because when you talk about, you know how we talk about the I am that I am? That's another thing. He is all understanding. That's why I will not close out on anything. Nobody couldn't talk to me and tell me he ain't the I am that I am. That's all. As me, I can be whatever I want. Who are you to tell me what to do with what belongs to me? I am that I am. He's understanding all of it. And like I said, understanding is the home run hitter. I know you hit wisdom. You don't get a home run hitter. You hit knowledge. You don't get a home run hitter. Hit understanding. It's going off out of the ballpark. Home run hitter. That's what understanding is. It is the Most High Yah. Do Yah have knowledge? Yes, he has spiritual knowledge. He has spiritual wisdom. Everything you run around here think you got in your flesh, you ain't got nothing until you got the greatest. And that's what he holds. It in spirit. Because the spirit needs its wisdom, its knowledge, its understanding within it. Okay? That's why the flesh can't override the spirit. I had to knock this thing up, not knock it, but get this ad off the laptop here. So in all you're getting, get understanding. I sit back and I think of me saying, even just saying it is something, because you can't get it if he don't give it to you. Okay? But what he's saying is that's another ball that was dropped. And no one seeked to even understand that ball that was dropped, which was understanding. Understanding pull up as I am, that I am. Woo! I'm all understanding. All of it. In the world and out of it. In the beginning, even to the end, I'm all the understanding you would need. So if anybody have any questions in the live chat, I'm going to open it up for any questions. Or maybe you even have answers. So the live chat will be open for that as well. But the Father wants you to know that in all you're getting, get that understanding. Do you all know that the natural understanding can't even touch the realm of the spiritual understanding? But do you know the natural would desire to touch the hem of the garment of understanding in the spirit? Because why? Why? The understanding that's in the flesh is the understanding that rests in the world. It's limited. It don't have it all. Most of it ain't true. But the understanding in the spirit is the home run hitter. You see? It has all understanding. That's the difference. It's just amazing how people will prefer the understanding that rests in the world. People will prefer that, oh, my understanding is next election, if we get another female in there, surely it's going to change. That's their understanding. It's not even election time, but they still got their own understanding of how this country going to get better. And it's okay. Let them stay there. Let them stay right there. Okay. Understanding is a gift. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. It is the I am that I am. And that's who he is. He loaded. Who he is it's gifts after gifts after gifts. It's no end. Let's put it like that. Okay. So yes, it is a gift. You show right about that. I believe this was from the Spirit, and this phone line would be such a help. Oh yes, it will, and that's how I felt. Because after I talked to my daughter, I felt really good. Because you know why I felt good, child? As I was speaking to her, I heard myself. Do you understand? Anybody know what that means? As I was speaking to her, I heard myself speaking. So what is that saying? Do anybody in the live chat happen to know what that means? As I was constantly and speaking to her, I heard myself. Do anybody happen to know what that means? Me hearing myself as I spoke to her. No one in the live. What that means is I was learning myself, even though I was speaking to her. I heard myself speaking to her, and hearing myself, I was learning myself at the same time I was speaking. Never get to the place where you can't learn. You can't hear from Yah because you know it all. You got it all. Everything is fulfilled in you. Never get to that state of mind. Be ready to, even when you speak, because who he say? He says, don't worry about what to say. Why? Because when a spirit of Yah is in you, he's saying more than you yourself is speaking. You see? So I was listening, and I heard myself, and I learned while I was speaking to her. I was amazed by what I learned. And I did not give the glory or any of it to myself. I thank the Father. Why? We should be quick to hear and slow to speak. A lot of people think speaking is better than hearing, and it's not. Because I've learned that Yah will speak to me when I'm asleep and when I'm woke, and I'm not listening. I mean, my natural ear is not listening to him. He still speaks to me and through me. You see? So it's so important. It's so important to, even when you're speaking, to be a listener at the same time. Because that's what I caught. I heard. As I spoke to her, I heard myself. And I learned something that I was saying. Can that happen? Yes. Don't forget, the teacher's in me. You thinking you speaking is for that individual. I told y'all, a lot of times it's for you. Because he wants you to apply what you can say to somebody else. Make sure you apply it to you. That's real. That is realer than real. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Spiritual understanding for yourself. There you go. Okay. Someone says an open mind. All right. Yeah. So that really did something. And what did I tell you? After I talked to her and I started doing all my paperwork, see how that spirit had prepared me? I didn't know that was coming on. And at that instant, I heard the spirit was dealing with me, and I felt really good. And at that moment, I said, okay, I'm going to start a spiritual counseling phone line for individuals. Because I said something yesterday. I said a lot. And I noticed we all call ourselves talking about the Most High Yah and trying to teach the study guide and trying to be a servant of the Most High Yah, but we don't have no outlet. We are not really helping nobody. We're doing a lot of talking and not enough listening. Everybody don't need to constantly hear you. They need to be heard. And if we're in such a critical time, this is the time people need to be heard. And if being heard is a healing, then that's what I want to do. I want to have a spiritual counseling phone line. I ain't gonna say what I want to do. I'm going to have it. And that's another thing I thank the Father for, how he shaped me in my mother's womb, and how he schooled me throughout my living, because I'm a person, if I say it, I'm going to do it. I'm about what I say I'm going to do. Sometimes I don't do it right away, but I'm about what I say, and I say what I'm about. Now, I don't know how long I would have this spiritual counseling phone line, but as long as Yah is constantly speaking to me regarding it, that's what I'm going to do. Because I think that Yah is right. If it is bad as it really is, everybody need an outlet. That's what's causing a lot of people to be stressed, depressed. A lot of people are out here just going through a whole lot of things, trying to run away from what is present. Yes, they running in their homes, closing the door, cutting off the light, waiting for the next day where the sun come out to make you feel that, hey, this is a new day now. I feel a little different now. But a lot of times when that sun go down, it's dark all over again. So it's just an outlet. That's all. I'm just going to have an open outlet for individuals. And I don't have to know you. Okay. It's just going to be that outlet. So if anybody in the live chat, if anybody that's tuning in want to have any questions, and if not, I'm not going to hold you long. I wanted to just come forth this evening, and just to give that in all getting, all get, in all get understanding. Okay. So if no one have any questions right now, Sister Deborah is going to tune in. Not tune in, tune out. And I appreciate each and every last one of you all tuning in. So you say a lot of depression and instability, and desire truth. I want to explain something, and I want you to hear me and hear me well. Go, Deborah. Go. There's a reason. Now, I didn't even know I was going to open this line, but see, this is what y'all want me to do. I know this don't have nothing to do with me. But let me explain something to you all. Everybody that's listening, understand this. David didn't have no problem claiming stress, because stress, it only interferes with the flesh. But depression is a spirit that comes after your spirit. So one comes after the flesh, and the other one comes after the spirit. Stress can melt away. Depression is hard. And depression comes with a heavy denial. It's like somebody who's been on crack for 1,000,000 years and saying they're not a crack. They're not on crack. A person that been an alcoholic for 40 years and still drink, but say they're not an alcoholic. And they say they don't drink. When depression is worse than that. Why? Because an alcoholic destroys the flesh and the flesh mind. But depression come after the spiritual mind. Depression is a spirit that's coming after the spiritual mind. A lot of times, they make it all the way through. And a person is never the same. And they right now living as if truly I'm not depressed. Because the denial of that individual is the denial that they're depressed because they don't like the ideal of depression. And people talk about medicine on depression. The medicine they give you only coming to settle the mind. But the power of that spirit of depression is gigantic. It don't care how much medication they give you. It'll let you take that medication to put a delusion or a mindset that you okay. Ha ha ha! Woo! But that spirit gonna wear that medicine out. It comes after your spirit, man. I was going to a funeral in Arkansas, and I was with my sisters, and all three of them talking about they was depressed. They was on depressed medicine. I'm serious. And I broke that thing down. They looked at me like they saw a ghost. I broke it down. I said, now y'all don't understand the difference in what you're dealing with. All three of them was on it. Now, yeah, three of them. And I'm serious, y'all. Depression is not something that's easy to come out of. It ain't. David was stressed because that's only to the flesh. See, what did he say? You can destroy my flesh, but that's about it. You can't mess with the spirit. But depression, that spirit, that strong, wicked enemy, he comes to wear you out in the flesh and then start going after your spirit, man. That's what depression is. So be careful. Don't play with depression. It is not a play tool because it can take you on up out of here. That is a high level demon. And he's good at it. Okay? Yep. That's the difference between the two. Stress, you can come out of that. But depression, you can come out of it. Don't get me wrong. You can come out of depression. But you got a long ride. Long ride. You might lose a lot of things. You might have to start everything over again. I'm talking about living all over again. And I mean body, everything. So be careful. Be careful out there. So I, Sister Deborah, want to say that I appreciate, if no one else have any more questions, I want to say to you, I appreciate you tuning in. And I will be back again. Tomorrow I will be giving you the number to the spiritual counseling line. And it's from 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays and Thursdays. and Sunday, closed on Friday and Saturday. You don't have to give your name nor your number. You can block your number. I won't be calling you back. You don't have to worry about that. It is a line where you call in, okay? And I hope it benefit. I know for a fact it will. I know without a doubt, because this is not something that I even thought about. That's how quick the spirit is in me. It's something that Yah wants me to do. So, because it is, we in a time where you need an outlet. Okay, we know we got a inside outlet. Okay, and we gonna do right by him, but we still confused on the outside with a lot of things, and we just want to be heard. We want to know. We got questions. So I, Sister Deborah, will end this live at this moment. And I appreciate each and every last one of you in the live. And I want to say, I will be back. And shalom and shalom.